Hello my friends and welcome to another art roundup. Let me see, yeah, it's working. Let's talk about what I drew and painted in October 2018. So I started with these exercises of heads that I love to do, some weird angles. I don't remember which one of these were made with reference and which ones were made by imagination. Actually, well, so there's a big part of this is part of my sketchbook, but not all of it was made in October. Part of it was made in September. Like this Balzette was a first study before I made the Balzette that I painted in September. Look, Mario is looking at her. Dio Brando from Jojo. A few random studies, poses, like muscles, eyes, mouths, weird poses. Yeah, really weird poses. I think this one was from reference, maybe. Yeah, so going on. I wanted to study Sylvester Stallone. I think that Rambo, for some reason, is the one that I gotten furthest from the reference. But these two are simplified, more like small caricatures of Sylvester Stallone. I like them. I really like them. So this other study is like Jerry Seinfeld. I think he came out way too childlike. That's not how I intended. Maybe the eyes are too big, and the overall shape of the forehead maybe is weird. But it's Jerry Seinfeld. This is Monica Bellucci. This is one actress that I think looked really beautiful when she was younger. Actually, she still does look beautiful even though she's older now. Of course, she was my reference for these two. Then I made this one looking at Orchid from Killer Instinct. And a random school without reference. Plain study. This is a speed paint I made. Just yesterday I published the speed painting video of this one, made from reference. Weird, I thought I put in the queue just my painting. It's way more blurred than I expected because I painted it looking at from further away, so I didn't detail too much. It's become sort of a impressionist painting, you know? That's how it came out. This was made from imagination. I got inspired by another painting from someone. Made this one. It became too... I made a speed painting video of this one. I will post it soon, but I think it came out too brighter, like too saturated for the type of story I was trying to tell, but anyway, here it is, another study. I like these ones. I think these were my favorite face studies of this month. Perhaps, I don't remember. I think this was from imagination. This too. Not sure. I think these two, maybe this was from reference. Yeah. I made the speed painting video of this one too. This is like a girl fleeing from a dinosaur. I think that the main problem with this one is that there was supposed to be two different levels of foliage in the front. Like you see this here, right about here, there should be a division between the foliage that is more in front, that is this one, and the foliage that is a little further, that is this one. But the way I worked the contrasts, there is no division. That's my main frustration with this one. And the division between here and the mid plane is not as sharp as I wanted as well. So there's work to be done. This is a quick still life. Yeah. So I made in 45 minutes looking at these rocks. Of course, rocks have tons of small chamfers and details. In 45 minutes I couldn't make them all. I just made the overall shapes and a few of those details in a rough state, you see. After I finished it, I thought that it was not as vibrant and saturated as the reference. Thus, I applied one filter and ta-da, it's a little more vibrant now. Oh, for some reason. Then I applied one filter to make this more vibrant as well. This is some anatomy study looking at one judo technique called osotogari. Like you wrap your leg into another's leg and you pull it. So this is the guy that this is supposed to be the guy that it's being thrown by this guy, but I made his legs reversed. With osotogari, you swipe the outer leg of the person. Like there are techniques where you swipe the inner leg. That's not the case. So I written here in English, ribasu. That ashi. That means reverse leg. I should have reversed the legs here. For some reason this is now on the queue. So the more face studies. Nothing new like here. I really like this one actually. This was made from imagination. Perhaps the eyes, this eye is a little unaligned. But who knows, I might make a digital painting of this. Yeah, I don't know, maybe. And we're already near the end of it. This is another study on a judo technique. This time is the Ippon Shioi Nage. It's like a technique where you carry someone, you take someone by the shoulder and you carry them on your back, then you project them forwards. And there is either way, you can do this with the legs in front like this. And there are some times when people crouch a little and make this pose with the legs to gain more balance and to lower their base even further. It's possible to do both ways. So I made this foreshortening exercise first. This was all made with one reference that looked like this, and all the other poses were made sort of from imagination using the reference stuff. So I tried to do this foreshortening from imagination, didn't work out, then I made this one that came out better in my view, and I made a few variations. This was made just yesterday, I didn't even cut this to publish. So I really like this pose study. I think it's the best thing in these two pages, and this too. I think I like this dynamic, expressive, running, walking pattern. And this JoJo / Renaissance pose, ballet pose is really nice. There are more things here. This random guy, this girl that's kicking. This, I had an idea for this. The legs, the foreshortening became weird with the legs, so I gave up. This is like some studies of Ippon Shioi Nage. This is a rolling technique to brace the impact of falling. It's called Zen. Let's see. Oh, I've been away from the judo from 1 year and I already forgot it. Zenpo Kaiten no Kemi. Yeah, that's the name of this. And this is another judo technique, the Tai Otoshi. Then I made this samurai looking at further away. I wanted to make like a front plane, some very small back plane, and I wanted to work the gradation of it. Then I realized it was really difficult to make such a perspective. It would be easier if I just draw a cliff here, and there will be the excuse that he is on top of a cliff and everything is further away. But I wanted to do without the cliff and it didn't work out, so there it is. Oh yeah, so as I said, I started working on erotics to sell prints on an art fair. The art fair will be not this Saturday, but the following one. So I made this pose. I really enjoyed the way I made the pose. I think it's really expressive, made from imagination, the flowing hair. Yeah, I really liked this one. I think it's overall it's really nice. This is another erotic one. Now, I think the face came out way more cartoony than I originally intended. If you look at this, I like this. I think I'm satisfied with this in terms of anatomy and shading. Maybe the navel is a little weird, just maybe, this screen here. But the face, too cartoony, too charactery, not sure. But either way, I really enjoyed the way I worked with the background. And this was made just yesterday, still live study, made in about 35 minutes. So I made this jar here. Yeah, so I missed drawing glasses. I spent lots of months without doing glasses. Glasses are nice. I like them. And here's just mine. Yeah. The further away you look from it, the more realistic it becomes because you blend the details in your head. And this is just a random face I made. I actually gotten this, but before I drew the glass I got inspired and made this. Then I made this afterwards. That's it for this month of October. Thank you so much for tuning in. Stay tuned on my channel for more speed painting videos and updates and things like that. This is Leo Saron going out. Bye bye.